Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Again, no gold at Night of Champions on the line here, but sure as heck gonna see these two in an awesome full body spandex suit. Very excited about that. But this is gonna be, in all seriousness, this is gonna be a street fight. It probably will live up to that. Let's hope so. It makes sense. I've seen a lot of, first of all, let me preface this. I've seen a lot of disagreement about who's going to win this match. I'm talking about beat reporters, writers for WWE, people with their own podcasts, like yours true. Like, this is, nobody knows. Nobody knows what is going to happen here. And this is the kind of match that I love predicting. I don't think Rhea Ripley should lose right now. I don't think she should. I think Rhea Ripley needs to win against Raquel Rodriguez. I think it's very important. I am going to go out and say that Rhea Ripley defeats Raquel Rodriguez by any means necessary in that street fight and gain some ground as far as momentum and pride go. Booch, what say you?
Wow. This is a tough one. I think, because on the one hand, I like Raquel Rodriguez, so her getting a win would be great. Although, I think Rhea, it's been a while since she's gotten a really big win lately. So I think maybe she might be due for one. But I also know that Raquel's in the Judgment Day, and I know they like to interfere and shit. And there's always that chance of that happening. So it's, as much as I want Rhea Ripley to win, because there's the Judgment Day, I'm going to say Raquel.
All right. Makes sense. The faction behind her, street fight, anything goes for the most part. Desmond, what do you think?
This is a really interesting match. For a lot of the reasons. Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea, both absolutely monstrous women. They're as far as the women's division goes, they tower. Now, that's not saying much. The women in pro wrestling are nowhere near as larger than life as the men are. But regardless, Rhea is the money. As far as this goes, Raquel has had basically no build. Since her return, she has been Liv's bitch. And there's a lot of things at play here. We got to look at the overarching story. The overarching story has been all about who is it? Roxanne Perez? Is that who's been trying to get in with them?
Nuggies.
Yeah.
And with Liv being out injured, because that's got to be taken into consideration. Liv is legitimately injured.
Fresh injury. Yep.
And Roxanne, while she does like that, and while she keeps trying to help the Judgment Day, it's not been working out the way that they want it to. So what I think ends up happening is Roxanne goes out there to help Raquel. And I think that in the end, Raquel doesn't want her help. She gets into a back and forth with Roxanne, turns around, gets knocked the fuck out by Rhea. And I think Rhea wins this one because of miscommunication between the Judgment Day.
It writes itself, doesn't it? It really does. I could see it playing out before me as you explained it. So now, Booch, looks like you're the sole Rodriguezer in that match. Is that correct?
Yeah, and the sad part is that what Des just said could actually fucking happen.
Yeah.
And I know if it does, I'm getting text messages, and I'm just going to be like, I'm not even going to be mad. It's going to be like, yeah, that's what happened. Yep.
New phone. Who
Desmond can book. Desmond can book.
I can't deny that either.
One day, somebody in Stamford will hear this show and be like, damn, these two, not Wens, because he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, but Booch and Desmond, get these guys a corner office in Stanford. If you
Yeah.
could take the cold and the gas prices.
Well, apparently they're moving it to Vegas, so
Oh, okay. Hey, it's wonderful
Hey,
climate out there.
just
Very expensive, but
give us a corner office to get those and do those things you put on the walls for like noise canceling because we're gonna need that. It's,
screaming at each other.
yeah, there's gonna be arguments, but there will be a good show written by the end of the day. So that's just like it's like hey are you guys okay? Yeah, we're booking the show. What do you want?
He's my
Yeah.
best friend. Well, I'm gonna yell at him a little bit. Get over it.
Yeah, just get. Look, okay, look. It's like, well, is there anything we can do to help? Yeah, get him a Mountain Dew, get me his Coke, and ignore the yelling. We got this.
It's not come to blows yet. The worst
Yeah,
thing that's ever happened is I suplexed him through a bed.
you guys would figure out how to give the WWE universe not everything we want, but just enough to keep us on the hook. And that is exactly what sometimes I feel like they fail to do. But let's see if they can do it with this next match.